Hello everybody, Bob6983 here, and we are back with some more Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. In the last episode, we defeated Watson, and then we defeated the Windstraits. And then we went over to go help out Wanda and her boyfriend. And that is everything, I believe. And in this episode, we are going to be continuing upwards. We're going to move upstate. We're going to go meet, what are these guys' names? I completely forgot. It has been way too long that I haven't revisited the Hoenn region. I do not remember my buddy boys. I think the male's name is Ty. I want to say that's his name, but I can't remember. I am not going to send out Nautica or Majora to fight them. I think I really will go look for the hidden ability and unfortunately replace Nautica for another Goldeen. I'm sorry. Gabby and Ty, that's their names. Oh, I got it. Oh, okay. It took me a sec, but I had to just revisit everything in my brain. Gabby and Ty with their Magnemite and the Whismur. Hey, look, this is what you're going to evolve into eventually. Doesn't it look horrific? No. But yeah. I guess this is what we're going to be doing today. I can't use Uproar. I think they both have soundproof. So we're going to be stomping, unfortunately, on the poor little Whismur. I've been thinking about changing the picture that I have on the left and right to like maybe something else that I do for art or like another drawing. I'm not too sure though. Maybe I will change it. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, we're going to be, like I said, going upstate, doing some more training. I like to fight all of the trainers. Sorry, I cut off my sentence there because I started thinking about something from Game Grumps, which was they were playing Cuphead, and then just like the dread of like playing the game because they were losing over and over again. Aarune was just like, I like to watch the dancers take off their clothes. My weakness will get wet. Like, you could absolutely tell he was just like over it and just saying nonsense at that point. What are we gonna put over here? I don't oh wait. I don't even have anything brain rot related. Come on. Think of something, man! Think of something! What do you have to say for yourself? Tony. LC signs. There we go. What up, homie? I'm Tony. There we go. Alright, see you all. Ciao, Hong Shu. I want to say you maybe have like a Geodude, so fingers crossed. I'm right with this one. There were a few things that I wanted to talk about that I just remembered from like a long time ago. Maybe I've talked about it on the channel before, but I will talk about it again. You have a plus, so we are not having Nautica fight you. But, one thing, I don't know what, no, so, I used to have a friend who, I used to talk with a lot, but one day in high school, I was just like, yo man, you trying to play Smash Flash? Because I really liked Smash Flash at the time, Smash Flash 2 specifically, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm down. Yeah, we'll play. And then I played against him once. And I was like, I'm never playing Smash Flash with you ever again. Like, everybody who I had played Smash Flash with in high school, they were all just, they were all around my, like, level of expertise in the game. Nothing, like, too impossible to be able to play against. Everybody had their ups and downs, all that stuff. This person just straight up, it's like too much. It was like someone just try-harding the entire time, and regardless of them being like, oh yeah, I play for fun, it's like your play style is the complete opposite. I am never playing against you ever again. I'm never booting up this game to play with you again. If you ever in your life invite me, like, hey, you want to run it back on Smash? No. I don't care if there are new I don't care if there's new characters in the game. I am not booting this up with you ever again. One was plenty with you. Like, I disrespectfully, I am good. I do not want that ever again. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was also sort of in like fighting game-esque games, although, you know, Smash Bros. And Smash Flash, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's a party game. Whatever, you know, you do fighting in it anyways. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna leave that alone at this point. But another thing I wanted to talk about is actual fighting games. I tried playing Mortal Kombat 11, you know, trying to get into like fighting games. I was like, okay, you know, like I kind of want to get into like trying out fighting games since I'm not too good at them, you know, like I always saw them and I was like, ooh, all of these like button presses is too much for me. Like all of these commands to be able to do some moves, it's too much. But for some time I was playing Mortal Kombat 11, trying to test it out. I was like, okay, I'm getting the hang of it. I kind of got it down. It's a little tricky for me to like remember some of this stuff, but I'm like, like the gears are turning. I'm starting to remember like the moves and all that stuff. And I was playing as Kitana. It's because I like how she looks aesthetically and I like her play style. I usually gravitate towards like the half circle presses and then like the Z move. Or like the Z movement. Majora wants to learn stun sport. No. But yeah, I usually gravitate towards like the half circles and like the Z input characters. So Kitana was just kind of right up my alley. And like, you know, I play Kitana, I play Cammy, I even play Kira Yoshikage and the JoJo All-Star Battle. So yeah, it's just my expertise, I guess. I also sometimes play Funny Valentine, but like, yeah, I just gravitate towards that more. Yeah, thank you for healing me. But yeah, I was playing Mortal Kombat 11. I was playing it on normal difficulty because I was like, yeah, I mean, I ain't no beat, you know. I was like, yeah, I'll play on normal. I don't want to play on easy because, like, you know, if I play on easy, it's like, oh, it's like the game's holding my hand. And if I play on like hard or like extreme, it's like I'm not ready for that. You know, I'm barely starting now into like these fighting games, but you know, I kind of want to be like in the mediocre area at least. Mortal Kombat 11 is definitely not the game to start off with if you're trying to get into fighting games. Solely because, I mean, Mortal Kombat in general, they're always, you know, notorious for having like really hard bosses, you know, like Goro and whatnot. But also, Mortal Kombat 11 with like the main antagonist of the game, like Kronika, that is just a whole different bag of worms, especially if you're not used to playing as, what is his name, Liu Kang? If you're not used to playing as Liu Kang, and then they're just like, oh, by the way, defeat this time person. It's like, okay. But also, she takes like no damage. And then like when you get attacked by her at all, she does like 1/4 of your HP. Meanwhile, your entire string of combos at best does like 1/8 or like 1/16 of her HP. So it's like, it's really, really, really tough. And I was like, okay. And then like, even if you win the first round, if you lose the second round, she just kind of like speeds things up, and then you have to win 2 more rounds if you've lost one of them. So it's like, in total, you have to win way more than she has been winning. So like, if you win round 1 and then she wins round 2, you have to win, I believe, 2 more rounds to come out on top, which is so stupid. I believe if you win 2 rounds back to back, like at the beginning, the first one and then the second one, then you like win all in all like the boss fight. But that is incredibly hard to do, especially with like she'll randomly grab like elements from the background, or like she'll just grab like a random T-Rex out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the heck? Where did you grab this? And like I'm like, do me next. Let me summon like a T-Rex to go like attack you. It's like, nope, you know, it's only her thing. It's like, okay. This is like a really stupid uphill battle, and it feels extremely unfair. And I'm like, I'm doing this on normal difficulty. This should not be that tough of a boss. Imagine the people who are doing this on extreme. And like, it's just like that entire interaction just really just made me lose all of my steam and all of my want to learn just fighting games in general. I know I have a really bad temper when it comes to competitive games in general. I will not do good at all in fighting games, you know, actual proper fighting games, because like I said, I know how I am. I absolutely know how I am. I would lose my temper very quickly. I would get very infuriated. I get very, you know, pissed off. Smash is fun. And it's like, oh, like all of these fun characters and whatnot. Used Amnesia, so I'm gonna swap over to Horn Attack. But yeah, I cannot do fighting games. I know how my temper is. It's not in the cards for me. I tried. I would probably most likely destroy a few controllers, and I don't have that type of money to be replacing controllers like that. So, respectfully, I don't think I will be going back into fighting game communities or like trying to become good at fighting games. Maybe if there's like another like new like Street Fighter. Right now there's Street Fighter 6. Maybe in like the next installment I'll try it a little bit, but it's just because I want to play as Cammy again. But like, there's been so much time in between the previous and then like the last time I played Street Fighter, but and like the new installments, and I'm like, there's so much that's changed. I don't know, man. All right, there's also new encounters, I guess, on this route. There's Numel, there's Machop. I don't think you can find Torkoal in this route specifically. And I don't think you can find Grimer or Coughing in this route either. However, we are going to get to a part where you can find them. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else in this route. I could be wrong, but I highly doubt there's anything else additionally that you can find in this route. I know in the post game you can find like Sock and Throw here. But we're not in the post game at the moment. So I think for now this is everything that I can remember that is here. Ooh, you're doing tougher numbers. I mean, it's just 18 compared to like, I think the last episode where you did like 16 damage, but whatever. Sometimes whenever like, I also have talked about this before, but sometimes whenever I'm done talking with my friend over Discord, what we'll do is we'll just, if there's nothing else to do, we'll go over to Steam and just browse the games on there to see, yo, what's a funny game or what's a new game that we can play. And then usually we'll just randomly look over to like Steam pages, and there's just like, oh my god, there's like a lot of like the AI pornography games that pop up, and we're like, yo, who's buying this? And then yeah, it's just like, there's so many of these. Why are these pop? I don't know, man. Maybe we're just not the demographic. I don't know. I have met people in my life who were gooners. However, I've never seen them play any of those games or any games like that in general. But you know what? Maybe it's because I didn't ask enough. I don't know. Yeah, I have known people who were definitely gooners, and they did not keep that fact quiet. They very much showed it in the way that they talked and the things that they would follow. So, yeah. If any of those people heard me saying that, well, I mean, you know who you are. Yeah. It's not a good look, having that. But you know what? Each to each their own, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, changing over topics. If you're in the area, if you go to a football sports game, you eat chips, eat Prilosec. True, let's go with the water polo. I recently, I did also talk about this prior, but I recently bought a controller that I was really excited to have, the Guitar Hero controller that I was like, oh my god, it's a cool looking controller. It has like the frets on the bottom of it. And then I started complaining about that controller. I finally found really good uses for it, which is, oh, by the way, I guess here you can find Slugma. Slugma evolves into Macargo. Fire Rock type. It has a lot of weaknesses. Very slow but bulky fire type. It's okay. You can catch Torkoal here. Bulky fire type. You can also find Coughing and Grimer here. I personally really like Grimer and Muck. They have higher special defense. And then Coughing and Wheezing are the more defensive of the two. Yeah, I personally like Muck a whole lot more. How did I not encounter a single Pokemon in there? What the heck? I lost my entire train of thought. I don't remember what I was talking about. Huh. Okay. I guess that thought process is we're moving on to the next one. I guess. No, wait. No, oh, right. I remembered. Okay, I was talking about the controller with the frets. I finally found the good uses for it, which is that the controller actually is really good. I'm gonna swap over to Masquerain. It's actually really good. All of its uses are actually really good now, but the way that it works really well is if you keep it plugged in at all times, which is really stupid. Like, you have to keep it as a wired controller. As a wired controller, it still has like the motion controls, and the motion controls actually work this time. For whatever reason, whenever it's wireless, the motion controls just do not work at all. For whatever reason, they just start messing up whenever it's wireless. But wired, it works perfectly fine. And then wired, I also don't have the issue where it disconnects randomly. So I mean, I guess it's a now usable controller. It's okay now. And I'm so glad that I was finally able to get proper usage out of it, because like the ZR button and the ZL button just feels so good. Oh my god. Like, I've never had a controller that like the ZL and ZR buttons just felt incredibly good. But it's just a really big shame that they just like the controller just messes up whenever you use the wireless mode. You have a big on. I don't have any sort of fairy typing to fight against you, so I guess no, not restore. I'm gonna send out Paraba. Excuse me, not the B button, the A button. There we go. But yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to finally get more usage out of that controller, especially because I spent like $60 on that thing. Ace Trainer, Wilton, Winter, Electric. You probably have Static. Static. Name a black superhero that doesn't have his powers based off of electricity. Probably just should have used Uproar. Yeah, yeah, I should have just used Uproar. I knew that you didn't have soundproof, and I wasted it. Oh well, you're sending out Malkuvitas. Doesn't really matter. I would have had to have swapped out anyways. Me when the wonder of you. Y'all know that song? The one by Elvis Presley. The one that's also the antagonist stand of Part 8 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. One wonder of you. That puts you in a Final Destination movie if you try to go after the target. Yeah. That's an interesting talking point. However, I'm probably just going to opt out of talking about it because I don't really know too much about JoJo Part 8, aside from very few details. So I am not the authority on that. Please tell me I slowed you down. I did not slow you down. The headbutt. Ladies, how cool would you make more money than you? Oh, you avoided it. Ooh, no bueno. Okay, don't miss again. Thank you. There we go. My Masquerain for real did the... Me bomba! You know, it completely missed. There we go. And then we get to end the episode off with the Australian. This guy over here. I can smell it. I can smell it. I'm not going to do like the whole accent. I can't do it. There's definitely the one. There's got to be a secret spot. There'll be enough space here to build a crazy secret place. Or my name's not... I didn't see your name. Yo, look at this guy. I'm going to swap over to the top screen. Yo, my young Pokemon trainer. What can I do for you, huh? What do you mean you didn't ask for anything? Bet your heart did. Now, no need to be shy. After all, we managed to meet here. The name's... Aarune? I don't know. Put it there. Unova born and 25 years old. Spent the last 11 years trying to find myself. Just a vagabond in the search of dreams. I'm wandering around home and trying to find a place where I really belong. That's right, a super secret base. You don't know about secret bases? What kind of life is that? Too sad, little bro. Damn, calling me little bro? Ah, that's an insult at this point. Time for a little lecture from Uncle Aarune. You have a really weird name. Let's start with what a secret base is. Yeah, secret bases, Since you've got this chance, you ought to learn how to make one. Take this, take this, take this, take this, take this, take Sonic. Secret powers can help you find entrances to hidden places. These entrances are full of adventure. Yeah. Well, while he's going on his whole spiel about like, oh yeah, here's where you can set up base and all that stuff, and you can decorate your stuff. Yeah. You can put plushies. You can put traps in there. You can decorate it. You can have trainers go into your base. All that stuff. While we're talking about that, I'm going to talk about something that an interaction I had with an indie VTuber that I still will never live down, and I'm so, I don't know. It's like a whole experience. So this VTuber who I was watching, I've talked about her, I think maybe once or twice on the channel. She's like a Canadian VTuber. Anyways, she was like talking about Sonic Adventure Battle or whatever it's called. And she was talking about that, and she was like, yeah, everybody played Sonic in here, right? Yeah. And then I just in the chat was like, I've never played Sonic Adventure Battle. And then she was like, what? No, Bob, no. She was like, you still have your Sonic virginity? And I was like, there's no way you're saying this to me. I was like, absolutely not. There's no. I don't think I will live that one down. But yeah, I did, like correct it a little bit by being like, I did play some Sonic games. I played like Sonic Advance like maybe 2 and 3, and then like the Sonic Battle game on the Game Boy and Sonic Rush on the DS. Not like the other Sonic Rush on the DS. There's 2 of them, but I'm talking about the one with the fire music and Blaze in there. I mean, the other one also has Blaze in there as well, I think. So I'm really narrowing things down by having it. You know, the Sonic Rush that everybody knows about usually. That's the one that I played. I tried saying that, but like at that point, like the chat had moved on, and I was like, I don't think I'm living this one down. But it's okay. Sometimes you are the entertainment for the VTuber. Sometimes you have to be the one on the receiving end. Sometimes you have to be made fun of a little bit. It's okay. Yeah, decorating, you're doing your whole thing where you're like, oh, yeah, this. And then that flag is, you know, like, oh, if you find someone's secret base, you gotta go capture their flag, and yeah, all that stuff. I used to have a really cool secret base in my copy. I think I still have it. It's just I have no idea where my secret base is anymore. Yeah. You are a fairy type trainer. I am not going to fight you. I'm gonna go over here, heal up. This is where NPC number 1 is that you can talk to about your bike is. But yeah, I guess thank you all so much for watching. We're gonna take a rest at old grandmother's house. To grandma's house we go. But yeah, next time on Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, we will be arriving to Fall Arbor Town, I guess. I do not want to take another rest. So until next time, I guess. See you all then.